What's going on, everybody, and welcome to J Sports. I'm your host, Jason Alamillo, and make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, and make sure you press that notification bell, that post notification bell, so you never miss another video. It's that red button right there. And I've got a special one for you today. Well, we just covered one on Robin Leonard, but I've got a very special video today. I am going to do something on this channel as often as possible, as much as I can, with guests of the show or friends of the show, and I'm going to have guest hosts. That's right, kind of like the Ellen show, and Jimmy Kimmel and all of them that started doing it after Ellen. I'm going to have not only a guest co-host, hopefully, but pretty much just guest host. Maybe I know someone who absolutely can talk about a topic without stopping, and I don't. I can't do that, right? Or maybe they know something that I don't, which is often, and or they can explain something better. Or maybe I just want a different point of view. Or maybe I just cannot watch a game. I can't film a video for some reason. Whatever it is, I want to have a guest co-host. Or a guest host. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Cowboys played against the they played, and I gotta show you this video. This is Oscar Josue Montiel as my guest host. He is the host of Real Talk with Oscar Josue Montiel. I recently did my intro video here on the channel, and I didn't include the fact that he's a Washington football person in the description on purpose. Because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. But he did me the absolute honor and favor of being my guest host and making a video about the Cowboys' performance in the preseason game. They call this Game 2. I call it Game 1. Oscar's going to explain exactly what happened in this game. And I just want to say thank you, Oscar, for doing this for me. And let's go ahead and watch the video. And I will leave Oscar's link in the description for you so that you can go ahead and check him out. All right, let's go ahead and see what he has to say. And by the way, this is from the point of view of a Washington football fan, so take it with a grain of salt. Anyway, let's hear what he has to say. Take it away, Oscar.
Yo, what up, guys? So, my name is Oscar Montiel. I'm actually doing this on behalf of J Sports, or Jason Alamillo, the host of J Sports. I am actually a reoccurring special guest that appears on his channel, and he wasn't able to watch the Dallas Cowboys preseason game that happened against the Arizona Cardinals last night. So I decided, he asked me to do him the favor and watch the game and then do a post game reaction and analysis. Really, it's not going to be anything big. I'm not going to give my good, the bad, the ugly. Boy, I'm happy I'm not going to do the good, the bad, the ugly, because it's the Dallas Cowboys. And if you follow me on the Real Talk Real Talk with Oscar Josue Montiel, my channel, I cover the Washington football team. So I'm going to do this video for Jason real quick. So let's talk about, some takeaways that I took away from the Cowboys game last night. So first and foremost, really, at the beginning of the game, really, Dallas wide receivers, Michael Gallup, Noah Brown. Michael Gallup, what is wrong with you? You had a few drop passes, and that has been a constant with Michael Gallup. He can turn on the burners and haul in big catches. There are times that he can have hands like a snake and drop a really good pass. And that's something that Dallas cannot afford. They're looking to rebuild, in my opinion, with that NFC East. Even though I don't think it's going to be as bad as it was last year. It looked, they're looking to, they could win the division, especially with Dak Prescott being healthy. And if they can play their cards right with the defense, and I'll get to that in a little bit. So. That was one thing that I noticed at the beginning, but as time went on, the Dallas offense, was clicking. I just think that Dallas needs to find that solid backup quarterback. Garrett Gilbert looked out of the three backup quarterbacks that are trying to fight for that, final quarterback spot, out of Ben DiNucci, Garrett Gilbert, and what's this? Cooper Rush, I think his name is. Out of those three guys, Garrett Gilbert looked the best out of all of them. He made good passes. He made good throws. Was able to run some plays. Ben DiNucci got the touchdown pass, but whatever. That was meh. So that is some quarterback notes there that Dallas just needs to find a solid backup quarterback for Dak Prescott, because I don't even know if he's going to be healthy. The 17 games that Dallas has at all. He's coming off of that ankle injury, or what was it? I think it was like an ankle injury, dislocated ankle or something like that. Can't remember what it was. And then he also is suffering with a shoulder injury that has him sidelined right now. So Dallas just needs to find that solid backup quarterback. And I don't know if any of these three guys are it. Yes, I did say that Garrett Gilbert looked good, but that's not really saying much, to be honest. It is what it is. But some other notes here. Um, the defense. The defense actually is looking better under uh, Dan Quinn. I saw, Keanu Neal had a forced fumble and a recovery. And again, Dallas needs to find that, free safety or strong safety spot. Keanu Neal has been out of the league for more than 2 years now with a lot of injuries. So Dan Quinn brought him over from the Falcons because they both were in the Falcons team. Of course, Dan Quinn as a coach and Keanu Neal as a player. But if Keanu Neal can go back to that form of 2017, 2018, I think we should expect this defense to go way up there. So Keanu Neal had a forced fumble and a fumble recovery. He recovered his own fumble. What else did I see? The tackling was decent, and that's what I saw in the Hall of Fame game as well. The tackling was decent as well. Micah Parsons showing that he is worth that number 10 selection, that first round selection. Continuing, he was able to tackle, had some few sacks or assisted sacks. One guy that actually caught my attention is defensive end Dorance. Man, what's his last name? Dorance Armstrong. Man, oh man, Dorance Armstrong, with the reps that he got and with the time that he got, he is actually he's a really good defensive end. And I'm hoping that maybe he could be better with Dan Quinn. Let's see if he's good with if y'all are Dallas fans, and me personally, because not saying anything, I felt bad for the Dallas defense last year. I was kind of hoping that they would be some type of competition for Washington, because Washington's offense was, you know, middle of the pack to mediocre in my opinion, and that's my opinion. So, Dorance Armstrong had like 4 sacks and really good, really good tackles at the line of scrimmage. Um, so who knows? Maybe Dorance Armstrong can make the roster. Maybe he could beat out. I can't remember who I know that DeMarcus Lawrence is one of them. Dallas fans, help me out here. Who are the other defensive ends? Again, I'm a Washington football team fan, so I really don't cover Dallas. So the only guy that I know that is a defensive end for sure is DeMarcus Lawrence. But Dorance Armstrong could, be another guy because he looked really good last night. But some other notes uh, that I noticed that Dallas needs to improve on, and I think Washington and Washington fans should look forward to in the Dallas Washington games. Dallas need to figure out how to stop those trick plays. That is something that got Dallas early on in the game. Colt McCoy was able to get the ball out of his hand, do little trick plays with Rondell Moore, and Washington has guys like that. They have like a Curtis Samuel. They have Who else? They have an up and coming running back in Jarrett Patterson. They have, Antonio Gibson. So Washington, could really use, those gadget plays that Arizona did last night, and Dallas needs to find a way to defend those because at the beginning of the game, Dallas just had trouble doing it. Colt McCoy was able to, run down, travel down the field. Um, and they actually were in scoring position on their first drive. They just decided to go for it on fourth down instead of kick a field goal. And that's another thing. Mike, I don't know who is calling the plays, but if you're in field goal position and it's 4th and 10, 4th and 3 in the first half, second half, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, what have you, and if the game is still in reach, it's tied, nothing's going on, take the points. Don't be going in on fourth down. I saw the first few drives that the Dallas Cowboys did on offense, and they went for it 3 times on fourth down. Granted, they converted the first 2, but they were in scoring position in all 3 of those chances, and they came away with nothing because they failed the third time. Now, I know it's preseason, but Dallas last year, they had a chance to score points in the red zone against Washington in the Thanksgiving game, and they didn't do it, and Washington were able to run away after that. So Mike McCarthy cannot do that again if he wants to stick around as Dallas coach, and if he wants Dallas to succeed this year. So, all right, guys, that'll do it for some notes for the Dallas Cowboys preseason game 2. They counted the Hall of Fame game as game 1, so I'm still remembering that they played the Hall of Fame game. But this is the second game, 2 more to go. Let's see who rises Dallas's stocks in the preseason. There's still more training to do as well. Stay tuned on J Sports channel for more of the Dallas Cowboys updates. Until then, guys, make sure you subscribe to Jason's channel. I'll see you guys whenever Jason needs me to fill in for him. Keep it real. Peace.